Last episode, we reinforced the squad with a new goalkeeper just before the end of the January transfer window, and now with all eyes on winning the title and promotion, on we go with the season. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respected Jeff back here with Paris FC. And guys, right off the bat, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's been following along so far. I know this series doesn't have quite the numbers that my previous series have, but I'm really enjoying this and hopefully you guys are too. Now, I quickly want to check in with PSG. They're first in Ligue 1 right now. Hopefully we'll get there soon and we can start challenging them. We are also first, just in our respective division for the time being. All right, so with that said, it's time for the new event for the episode. Unfortunately, it's not a positive one. Flu has hit the team and a lot of our usual starting 11 is gonna be out sick for this game, which is gonna hurt. We've been on a winning streak, so we gotta hope that the depth is up for it this one. Unfortunately, that leaves both of our main strikers, Laura and Kazri, both unavailable for this game as they have to recover a little bit. I'm gonna push Husni central. Warren Caddy, our backup striker, is gonna start up top. I'm done with Augustin. We've given him every chance, and I just do not trust him up top. So it's going to be the way it is for now. Nam is going to start in the center of midfield, who's slowly coming back to form. And Manduki, who we haven't seen much from at all, is a solid midfielder, and he gets his chance here as well. Backline is also going to need a lot of rotation. I'm going to start Ange Chiesa for this one. We do have Conte on the bench, but I want to see what Chiesa is capable of. He's played well when given the chance. And then finally, our goalkeeper. We made the new signing last episode, Polersbeck, who is waiting to make his way into the first team and show what he's got. Now, they're pretty similar on paper. Like I mentioned last time, though, the big difference, though, is Polersbeck is 6'5", so he has way more reach than our usual goalkeeper, Zidane. We'll see if that helps out. On the bench, I'm going to pull a couple players out of the reserves. We'll see if they can have any kind of impact. A lot of players haven't featured this season. Augustin will be on the bench at least, although, like I said, I don't particularly trust him these days. Arab is a solid player who just hasn't really had a spot in the lineup. And we got a couple others floating around who really haven't featured much this season. We'll see if they get minutes. We'll see exactly how this game goes. But that's going to be our starting 11 going into this one. Different than usual, but to be honest, it's still a strong team. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. We have a first place position to protect. We have been on fire recently. Despite chopping and changing the squad, thanks to the flu outbreak here, hopefully it won't affect us too much. Ismail Garbi, one who is continually looking to impress and get more involved with the team, starts off pretty hot with a nice ball over the top for Husni, who has the shot ricocheted, deflected off, and it's Nam who comes out of midfield and gets on the end of that. Well, Mustafa Nam, despite being out for a long time, injured on and off there, has come back into the lineup and is really making an impression and looking to find himself a starting spot back in the team. He's captained the side on and off, and although we have Piet and Diakite, who are probably our usual starters now, it's definitely good to have options. And we continue bombing forwards here. Garbi looking dangerous, little dink over the top. Almost finds Nam again, who made a really good run into the box. He's certainly making a case for himself to become a starter once again. Some really good footwork there from their striker, and a first involvement from Polersbeck, the new goalkeeper. Pretty easy in the end, but you like to see the save hands from him. A little mistake there, giving the ball away from Husni. The team definitely looking a little less confident than usual, giving the ball away in some areas, and definitely doesn't have the same kind of firepower up top. But we like to see it out of the back line at least. Ange Chiesa is very, very comfortable on the ball. Despite being a 59 rated, he's played excellent so far, 15 minutes into this match. And Ismail Garbi now picks the ball up. He is offsides, but he's looked sharp this game, and this is more like it and more what I would expect from our young winger, who's slowly getting back to form. Plays in Caddy there. Lovely little back heel. Matrita, surely it is saved by the goalkeeper. Great build-up play, and that's exactly what I like to see from Caddy. Although he's definitely just not as good as Gaetan Lora. There's no arguing that. He's a solid player. And he's a pretty similar player too. He's fast, he's physical, and rather than being a plan B, he lets us keep playing the same way we usually do. But we got bigger problems than our striker right now as we concede a lovely shot from outside the area right into the top corner. And again, could the goalkeeper do better? I don't want to keep blaming our goalkeepers for all of our issues, but this time it's Polersbeck who's beaten there at his near post. Probably not the best covering. We'll take a quick look at the replay here. Oh, he's got to do better, doesn't he? I guess it's not just a Zidane problem. Polersbeck not really hitting the ground running here, given his first start in between the sticks, and it just might cost us if we can't find another goal here. But we continue going forwards here. The team definitely still has it within them to find a goal. We're continually coming forwards, and especially in this second half, looking to find our way through with a lot of persistence here. Playing the ball through midfield, Mitrita, Hajam just patiently working the ball around, waiting for an opening. Eventually, Caddy gives the ball away, and again, it's sloppy from the team. It's not the same team we're used to, but we win the ball back anyways. Husni to Caddy, looking for a way through. Mitrita making the run, and although it is sloppy play, we eventually find the goal at the end of the move, and it's Mitrita, who is another player slowly coming into form as the season goes on. He hasn't blown the league up with assists or goals, but his work rate is outstanding. His pace out on the wing opens up so much space for us, and he's starting to find those little pockets of space in the box and scoring goals when it matters. This time, it seems to matter for a lot as we hang on to our narrow 2-1 lead, and if we can maintain this and get another win, we are looking to be in really, really good shape. Game far from over, though. Lovely ball played into the box, and it's a big, big mistake from the right back there. Campanini brings his man down. It's going to be a penalty, and hopefully Polersbeck can stand up to the challenge. Well, it's not by his hand, but it's off the post, and it stays out. On we go. Substitute Usman Kamara plays out from the back. All we got to do is hang on here. Can we find a third, though? Mustafa Nam gives the ball away. It's sloppy from the team. But it doesn't matter in the end. We see it out 94 minutes into the match. 3 minutes over the allotted time, almost 95. That's enough to see it out. 3 big points for the team, and on we go. All right, so despite the little setback with the flu hitting the squad there, we were able to get a win anyways. We're still in first place, 24 games in. We have a 1-point lead over the team right behind us, so things are looking up for the time being. Now, I think we have a tough decision to make with goalkeeper. We have Zidane, we have Polersbeck. Neither has particularly played well yet. I know Polersbeck only had the 1 game, but I'm gonna stick with the goalkeeper we've had for the time being. I think keeping that consistency in the squad is important. So Zidane's gonna start for now, but we're gonna keep a close eye on the goalkeeper situation and see who fits the squad best. It's good to have competition, and it's mostly the usual starting 11 now that everyone is back and fit. And with that said, let's get to it. Here we go. Gaetan Lora is back. He's gotten over the flu, and hopefully he can maintain his good form. He's been scoring insane amount of goals all season long, and not only the amount, but the quality. He's just such a good player, and is slowly becoming one of the better players, not only in this division, but in a lot of the teams in France. I think a lot of teams starting to get eyes on him in the market, and I think we're going to probably have to fend off some bids for our star man up top if we want to keep a hold of him for the future. But step aside Laura, how about that from Wabi Kazri? Insane strike from outside the area, could not have been better placed. No goalkeeper in the world is going to save that. And I guess a player of that quality, you give him the time and space, he is going to capitalize. That is brilliant play here really early in the match to put us at ease a little bit and start us off on a good foot here. So the team is up and running, and Kazri's another one who's back from the flu and back performing already. Close call on our end. It's off the post. We get away with it, but a warning sign here that we need to be careful defensively. We're flying forward, though. We have such pacey players up top. Mitrita looking to play that ball over the top for Laura on the counterattack. Finds Kazri, deflected, but he stays on it, and he finishes. What a unique goal there from our attacking midfielder. He tried to finesse it first time around. Goalkeeper did well to palm that one down, but he read it, and he stayed in front of where the ball was going, puts it in the back of the net. Fair credit there to Laura as well. The header down, the link-up play between those two is unbelievable. Between the two of them, they are running the show in the league and can't be stopped at the moment. I think the only thing that stopped them all season is being out with illness last game. So hopefully we don't see too much more of that this season. And on we go. Wabi Kazri plays a beautiful ball through for Husni. Can we make it more? Cutting inside. Easy as you like. Laura finishes this time. It's 3 goals to the good, 30 minutes into the game. And this could be a proper thrashing for the opposition if they don't tighten up soon. We've been finding a lot of space and the team playing so well so far in this game. We take it all the way to the 60th minute, still pushing on here. We probably eased up just a little bit, but we need to keep pushing for more and really show why we're a dominant team in the division. Gaitan Lora does exactly that. Nice touch inside, nice give and go, again with Wabi Kazri. It's honestly just always between the two of them, isn't it? We're seeing other players chip in here and there, but those are our two main men, and with good reason. They've been playing out of their minds. Zidane rolls the ball out of the back with 10 minutes left. Can we find even more? 4 goals so far. Wabi Kazri plays it through for Lora, who finds the return ball. Such a great understanding between those two. Ilyas Husni now in space. Can he put a ball in? Yes! It's Samuel Piet at the near post. It's an unlikely goal scorer. He's not the kind of player to get forwards a lot. Super defensive minded and usually just locks things down in front of our back four, but sometimes he gets forward and he has a boot on him. That is a really good finish to sneak it just past the goalkeeper at the near post. Really good movement there and a good finish at the end of it. And we keep going. Still 5 minutes left, and it could be even worse as Gaitan Lora drives forward with a lot of intent. Husni now has more options in the box again to the back post for that man, Wabi Kazri, who completes his hat trick with a lovely volley to make it 6. Paris FC are flying high at the moment, and although we had to struggle to get the win last game, there's been no struggle at all this time. I think we barely conceded any chances. That's one of the best displays I've seen all career so far, and it's a huge, huge credit to the experienced man up top, Wabi Kazri, who's come in and transformed this side. Fantastic performance from the team all over the pitch. On we go. All right, well, the pressure from St. Etienne means we still only have a 1-point lead in first place, but if we keep running like this, I think it is ours for the taking. Taking a look, though, at our rating right now, it's 59, so I'm just taking a look at why. The priorities in this club seem to be all off. They're not really matching what we're going for in the career, so I'm kind of going to ignore these. I might try to just bring in some youth, because that seems to be the priority for them. Maybe it'll just help our rating stay high, so I'll do that in the background, but in the meantime, I'm going to start modding in some of the real-life Paris FC Academy players, past the ones we already have in the squad for next season. Taking a look at our current squad, though, it's unreal. Lora and Kazri both leading the league in goals, number 1 and number 2. Lora has cracked 20, so you'll love to see that. And hopefully it'll be even more as we get back to the games. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Back into action and back with the same starting 11 as the last time. The team looking to just keep it up, really. I mean, you can't ask for more than winning 6-0 last time. So if we can see even a fraction of that performance, I think we are well on our way to another win here. But we've seen before we can drop points against pretty much anyone in the league. So hopefully that just doesn't keep up here. But we're starting with a lot of possession here early in the match. Piet does well to find Diakite, to play it through for Lora. Lovely give and go. Fantastic stuff. And the opening goal falls to Paris FC. After just passing around, toying with the opposition, and a little give and go there. Such an understanding between the team, and such a style of play I think we're finally starting to develop. It took long enough, but I think the kind of quick passing, high pressing tempo that we're setting in these games is paying off brilliantly. You can see that not only scoring the goals, but putting pressure on the opposition backline, just like we did there, wins the ball back in really dangerous areas and lets us continue to push forward and put pressure on their goal. Gaitan Lora looks to make it 2, cracked from outside the box. It is denied by the defender, but we keep going here. The pressure stays on, and it's just relentless at times. Some of the lower rated teams especially really struggle to deal with us when we crank up the pressure like this. Ilyas Husni twisting and turning. Can't find a way through, but again, it's patient possession. Lovely flare pass from Piet. It is eventually booted away, but really dominant performance so far. 20 minutes in. Can we make it even more on the scoreline to reflect that? Husni plays it central for Kazri, top of the box, waiting to find a way through, and eventually it's hacked down. I guess sometimes that's the way you just got to deal with players like him. They can't contain him. You got to just put a boot in and maybe take him down for a foul. So it's Kazri to take it off the free kick, off the post, and it falls only to Lora, who heads it into the back of the net to score a second goal. Well, it's a little sloppy again from their defense, but we'll take it. 2-0. It's just unbelievable stuff at times. We've completely turned this team around from a side that was really struggling last season to a team full of identity, really strong defense, really strong offense. We have the both or the best rather, both in the league at the moment. And really on our day, I think we're just unstoppable. Diakite plays it through for Laura, taken down, no foul given. Hajam now looking to play a ball through for Garby, who picks up the ball, taking his man on. Not too bad. He's eventually seen out, but he does well to keep it in. And we just keep going here. It's like a training ground session at times, passing the ball around, and it falls to Kazri, who has it saved by the goalkeeper. Really good chance to make it a third, but we are denied. Got to stay sharp here as the opposition eventually gets a little bit of possession, and a little mistake out of the box sees a shot on goal saved by Zidane, who's come back into the lineup and makes a really important stop there to make sure that the game stays out of reach of the opposition. And not only that, but he does it a second time. Unbelievable save with the feet. Maybe this was just the kind of inspiration he needed to step it up and notch the goalkeeper. That is a top-class save. But I guess it's really never been about his ability. It's more about the consistency. So if we can see that more from him, I think we are in really good shape. Samuel Piet has one more chance at the end of the game, couldn't convert it, but time runs out eventually, and it's a comfortable clean sheet and another 3 points for the team. Everyone doing their job all over the pitch, really no complaints so far, and if we look to have goalkeeper sorted as well, I think that's our only weak spot. So, we take the win away, and on we go. All right, well, still first place, and now finally the gap has widened to 4 points. St. Etienne have dropped points, and that relieves a little bit of pressure on us. I mean, we still need to keep it up, but with about, I think it's 12 games remaining. I forget exactly how many are in this season. We look to be in good shape. It's just a matter of keeping up exactly what we've been doing already, and if the past is anything to go by, I think we're on track to do that. In the meantime, if you guys want to get active with this career, feel free to join our Discord chat. Link is in the description. Everyone's been involved a lot, really, in helping shape the storylines here, contributing ideas. Big shout out to all of you. Honestly, this would be half as fun for me to do this alone as it is with a big community behind me, giving suggestions and really helping make the content here a lot better. If you want to even just get involved with the channel at a high level, consider subscribing and just stay up to date. Helps me out, continue to grow the channel, and it'll help you not miss an episode. So I'll be back soon with the next one, but until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.